Man, the snowman music is so relaxing.
Yeah, it is.
What a nice just chill way to like bring in
The fall.
Yeah.
Was yesterday no, 2 days ago the first day of fall? 21st.
Morning, folks. Pretty soon, I mean, we won't, but folks will start dealing with snow.
Maybe we'll get snow this winter.
Because, like...
It'll shut everything down because people panic when there's flurries.
We have, again, I hate to, I always hate to discuss the passage of time because I think it continues to catch literally everyone off guard. But, like, we have a week into October.
And we have a month until Extra Life.
Yeah. A month today.
Yeah, I know.
Wow. It's just... It's crazy. There's an air by toast! Cutting through that snowman like a knife. 1400 bits from Aldo says, we haven't been cursed in a while, so I figured now is a good time for it. That peacefulness... It lasted 1 minute. Thank you, Aldo.
Satisfy your taste buds with Tiny Eddie's Shark Week Cream Jelly.
Tiny Eddie, I need some snacks for the direct today. What do you recommend? Well, Theralord, what you really want to do is go back in time to Shark Week to pick up the Shark Week exclusive cream jelly. I don't know what cream jelly would even... Cream jelly is something my brain can't parse. I'm not sure what that would... Creamed jelly?
Oh, I'm thinking Jell-O.
Like, the Shark Week thing is another thing entirely, because that
Didn't
brings
people
about
used to
other
mix,
questions.
like, actual cream with jelly and serve it?
You were saying pudding. Oh my god. Is cream jelly now just a new way of saying pudding? It is pudding, isn't it? Like, if you were trying to describe cream jelly, like, that's not incorrect.
Combine grape jelly, shark gummies, and whipped cream, defy God.
Renee says, let's not call it that. I'm just saying, in a pinch. In a pinch, can't remember the word for pudding. Cream jelly. And Theralord brings about a good point. There's a direct today, and it's not right now. And it's not in an hour, and I'm thankful. Thanks, Nintendo, for not interrupting breakfast stream like you've done for the past several years. There's a 40-minute Nintendo Direct coming out at 6 p.m. Eastern today. Come on up. Come on up. All the way. There we go. In Nintendo's own words, focusing on Switch titles releasing in the holiday winter season. So, that's exciting. We'll be doing a react video to that.
Go boy.
And if things go well, I'll have it out soon after. Turnaround time lately has been good, so we'll see if that continues. Yeah, I do. Yeah, I think they're gonna finally release Elmo's Pub Crawl. Yeah. That's the safe bet. That's the safe bet. Everything else, I don't know. But Elmo's Pub Crawl is like almost certainly. We'll talk more about the Direct shortly. I'm gonna start working through alerts and try and get alerts mostly caught up for a majority of the stream. But hey, at least I'm not eating cereal. 21 months from Rackbell316. We got 35 months from Ryan B06. 13 months from Queen Shy. 35 months from Jam Meepler. 28 months from Galactic Remix. 36 months from Jesse. Congratulations on the 3. a lot of people hitting that 3 squad. I'm gonna have to start thinking about what is 36 plus 6, 42. I'm gonna have to start thinking about the 42 months here before I know it, making sure that there's a plus in the system for that. 19 months from Valhana 19, or Valhana 19. 29 months from Spark Strike. 300 bits from Robert N 3009 says, first breakfast stream I've been able to join live since starting work. Recently got myself a Silent Princess mousepad, and sliding my mouse on it has been so smooth. Yeah, shout out to everyone that picked up, a mousepad at all.
A lot of people did.
Yeah, Mal told me that there's a lot of orders that came in for
Desk mats too.
Mousepads and desk mats. So if you picked up a Malmix mousepad or desk mat, you made a good choice, personally. And then also, I hope you enjoy it. I hope you enjoy it. I'm super curious if anyone picked up a desk mat for TCGs. They're a little.
Oh, that's.
They're what?
I was like, what?
Trading card
I
games.
know, but it took me a second.
Because they're a little larger than I think a standard size mat would be for most things. But they would still work. So I was just curious if anyone picked one up for that purpose, because it would work for that. Is it too early for abbreviations? I'm sorry. At some point. I think if we turn abbreviations on in our brains at like 10, so like we have another hour, and then we'll get to that point.
You cold this morning, buddy? He cold.
You cold?
The house isn't warm yet because it's cold outside. It's like
Good point.
not even 70 degrees outside.
He's snuggling though.
He trying to wedge himself down.
Had a bit of a rough night last night.
Yeah.
For the whole family. Just waking up in the middle of the night. When Kep cuddles on the bed near my ankles, that's fine. Lately, he's been cuddling much higher up. So like last night, I'm falling asleep, and he had been near my ankles, and he moved up to like my chest, and like the way he does it.
You were spooning him.
Yeah, and the way he does it is he like plops onto you, like onto your body.
He needs to be like half laying on you.
Yes. So, it's cute, it's nice. You fall asleep, you're like, but the thing is, when that happens, that's a lot of heat. And I will wake up at some point, and I did. So at some point in the middle of last night, I woke up because I was like burning up. And the other thing that happens is that in my sleep, I'll like shift away from him a little bit.
And he gets up and moves closer. And when he lays back down, he plops on you again.
So that happens subconsciously in the middle of the night. So by the time, we wake up, Mal was waking me up because I'm onto her side of the bed.
And I have no room.
And Mal's like, you've got it. You're going to have to move the cat.
You're sleeping like on my half of the bed, and Kepler has a whole half of the bed.
I want you to imagine a California king from above, wherein both Mal and myself are occupying half of the bed, and then Kepler in the middle pushed up against me, with half of the bed just not being used. That is one of the situations that can happen, and that is what happened last night. So Mal wakes me up, and she's like, you have to move the cat, and I'm like, move the cat. So then we're like trying to move the cat. So we move the cat, and then I get back up over onto my side of the bed.
And then he's like, oh, and then he'll go lay on you, like on top of you.
Yeah, and he did. He like just right on top of me, and I was like, buddy. But I'm also tired because it's the middle of the night, so I'm like, yeah. So I just fall back asleep. And then at some point he woke up, and his feeder goes off at 5:45 a.m. But last night he woke up 20 minutes before that, and he was ready. He started doing his little. And I was like, no, buddy, please.
Yeah, you were a jerk this morning.
Ooh. Anyway, that was our night. Hope everyone else's night went out a little bit better. And now you're little angel.
Evil angel.
Little angel boy.
It's because he got Scoop, and then he got wet food.
Jace books, it's time to get the clicker again. So I keep the clicker on my nightstand. And I was clicking them last night, and there wasn't a whole lot of response, and Mal was like, you should change the batteries in the clicker. So but I didn't get a chance to test it, but I changed the battery, so they'll probably work
Because in the
better.
middle of changing the battery, the feeder went off, and he got Scoop, and he was precious angel again.
Yeah. He just, it's habitual because the feeders now went off at that time for so long, and most nights that's fine. The feeder doesn't wake us up. He goes, eats, everything's fine. But occasionally, if internally his clock is off just a little bit, he's ready for food a little bit early, and then that can happen. So, yeah.
Clicker needs batteries? Yep, runs on a 9-volt.
Yeah, it needs a 9-volt. I'm really glad that I know now that it's user replaceable. I don't know why previously I thought it wasn't. But it was. Oh, that's a name I haven't read in a long time. Quasar Nova says, what's the latest update on Phoenix Beyond?
Coffee's not for kitty.
It's actually out. It's actually out. Like, it's something we never really talked a lot about. I don't even know how to find it, to be honest. It's on Vimeo. I just don't know exactly where. But it's somewhere. If you want to watch it, yeah, it's actually, yeah, it's been, yeah, this probably comes as a surprise. It has been out for a few years. It was something that was never told to me. It was just something that I found out about. I think someone found it and sent it to me. It was like, is this Phoenix Beyond? And I was like, what? And it was. The director had released it. So, yeah, if you've ever wanted to see it, it's out. It's very student film. It's interesting how your perspective of things changes so drastically, like as you get older.
Yeah.
And how, in the moment, it's something when you're in your 20s, you're like, this is great. We did a good job. And then you get in your 30s and you're like, it's fine. It's fine. Wow, Chaz with the quick link. Dang, okay. Well, there you go. You can watch it. Yeah, and it's normal. It's one of those things like, you get better at things.
Yeah.
Thankfully. Oh. Link from Joel. Well, thanks, Armored Frog. Yeah, that's going to be 10 years. The reason that it didn't come out for the longest time was that it was the director wanted to shop it around to different festivals. Mm-hmm. And a lot of the times the rules for a lot of those festival things is that it has to be premiering at a festival. It can't be something that has been released otherwise. And because of that, I'm fairly certain there's other cuts out there.
Yeah.
Because before it was actually after. It was after I left SCAD. At some point down the road, either a few months or maybe even a few years, the director had messaged me and wanted to get the editing files for it. And I still had them, and I was like, yeah. But yeah. It's a pretty big deal for a student film because there was 50 people on set. It was a big production for
what was
for what it
done.
was.
Yeah.
Because we had the
Snuggles.
What are the set production people from SCAD, those students, they built an entire set.
Which wasn't done in most people's senior
No, not at all. There was a huge, we had a warehouse. We had rented an entire warehouse where they built a set, and it was big. It was big,
yeah.
And I don't know if that's entirely, if you can pick up on that entirely from watching the thing, you could probably pick it up from watching it on the vlogs, maybe. But yeah, it's it was a long time ago.
And I don't know how things are done at SCAD now. Maybe it changed everything. Like, Phoenix Beyond was, like, the senior project that year, and then after that, everyone's like, oh, we gotta top that.
I don't know. I mean, the thing, everything's about money,
Yeah.
right? Everything is about money and what you can afford to do. And Phoenix Beyond was probably on the cheaper side of things because so much of it was used, like student help.
Yeah.
There are people that went to SCAD that, I mean, to be blunt, they came from money and they had money and they could afford to, like, do crazy stuff. Actually, one of the things that if you took a post-production class at SCAD for a long period of time, like probably like a 10-year period, you had a bunch of footage that you cut on, and it was actually footage from a student film, a senior film from years ago, and it's kind of nuts. Like, it was shot on film, and it's a Western. And, like, I don't know what the budget for that would have been, but it would probably would have been several tens of thousands of dollars. So, yeah. Again, you can't just decide, like, I'm just gonna shoot a senior film on film with this huge like, that's not a thing you can just decide to do. Like, you have to have, like, a crap load of money in order to do that. No, most students didn't do that. Like, I didn't have a senior project. Instead, I just worked on other people's projects, and that was better. Also, quick, I'm gonna diverge a little bit because I see that Roland is here. How goes the wait? What time does Best Buy open?
9.
It's like, so
10.
I don't know if anyone else saw on Twitter this morning, Dan had posted that him and Roland went to Best Buy to get PS5s, and they have tickets for it. Oh, you got it. Oh, so you did it. Oh, I was thinking, yeah, Tipsy said 10, and I was thinking 10.
I thought it'd be 9.
Well, to everyone that went out in the morning, I wish you a merry PS5. Roland says they opened and let everyone go ahead and buy. Okay. Cool. Well, congrats to Roland, and also seeing Roland use his face is the best thing. Congrats to Roland and Dan, who each got a PS5 today. At some point, I don't know.
When they're easier to get.
When I can walk into a store and just pick one up, then I'll get one. It's just there's just so many other games to play right now. Like, we're playing Luigi's Mansion, so it's like I'm playing games from 20 years ago. I'm like, I'll get that PS5 soon. I get it. Yeah, but I will at some point, because I've got games that I want to play. So
Me too.
do you?
Yeah. Isn't Ghost of Tsushima on PS5?
It's on PS4.
It's on 4? Okay.
Also, I think is Tsushima on PC yet? It might be on PC. I mean, not that your PC could probably run that. Your PC might explode.
It can.
Yeah. Also, a lot of PS4 games I want to play on PS5 because they just run better. That's my biggest reason. I want to play Last of Us 2. I want to play God of War. I want to play a lot of these games that they released on PS4, but they run at higher frame rates on PS5. So, that's actually one of the things I really want to do. But I'll get to it. Again, there's other video games to play. Hey, there's also other alerts to read, like Digital Nugget gifting 15 Tier 1 subs. Nugget, thank you. What a wonderful morning for milk. You thought the milk was only in your coffee. No, it's also on your screen. Should probably wipe that. Digital Nuggets, 15 subs. Where'd they go? Dejluth? Is that how you pronounce that? Diglith? Well, I tried. Mini Angie. Ume Kolpal. Sekno. CJ Barn. Calix. Ezekiel. Zanzerglass. Raining in Tokyo. Carno Taurus versus Nerdy Drew. Photoskip 64. Waluigi's number ones. I had to say that because there's Waluigi in there. Hurt Shadow Man and Jasper Snail 22. Digital Nugget, thank you. Appreciate that this morning. As a reminder to everyone, and it is only for another 7 days, it is September. Brought to you by Grubhub. They don't make me say that, but it makes me laugh every time I say it, so I say it anyway.
Sweetheart, you're snoring.
Thanks,
Kitty cat.
thanks, Grub Daddy.
Kitty cat. Kitty cat.
Grub Daddy.
Stop snoring. I'm
Chad says,
concerned about you.
Chad says, Grubhub, we'd prefer you didn't. I get joy out of every year. There's a new sponsor for September, and every year I get joy out of just running the sponsor into the ground. Oh, thanks. Thank you, Emma. Emmateria. Watching for years, never managed to tune into a breakfast stream. Well, welcome. It's if you've watched for at least 5 minutes, you now have a good litmus test for what the entire stream is, in my opinion. All right, I gotta continue getting through alerts so I can eat my what is this?
Banana bread.
Banana. There's an R in there, and I gotta get rid of it.
Buff.
Banana bread. Brianna.
Kepi.
There's 2 nanas.
Kepi, what's wrong?
Judo
How
says,
do we fix him?
Judo says, you joke, but you talking about Subway during September made me go to Subway because I'm a trash person. Aw, there's nothing wrong with Subway. Subway is not the best sandwiches, but like for the price, it is hard to beat. Like if you want a sandwich, I even go to Subway sometimes.
I had a lot
It's
of
not my
Subway
first
the
choice,
year I
but it's-
student taught because it was the only place nearby.
Especially when they were running some of the promotions in the past. I don't know what they are still doing.
I also had it all of high school because it was the only place near my dance studio.
Mm-hmm.
So in between classes, we would all run to Subway real quick and get a sub.
Dr. Mandible said, Subway, it's fine. What were we trying to do on Tuesday? The slogan for Menards. I already forgot what the slogan was.
Save big money at Menards.
Save big money at Menards. Alright, so...
Coffee!
Where were we? 23 months from Comic Queen 96. 15 months from Elfie Goldfish. We got 300 bits from Prince who says, Donut job is great, but my location doesn't have the strong smells as we get our donuts daily from a different nearby location, though we do fry our own sausage rolls in store, but having a blast even with the 4 to 6 a.m. morning startups. I mean, I'm glad that your job's going well. Sausage rolls also would be fine. I like the smell of sausage rolls. There's even a game. I even have a game about it.
What game about it?
It's called Steven's Sausage Rolls. It's a real video game.
Hi, sweetie.
It's
Good
a
morning.
real
We get
video
to
game.
snuggle.
Yeah, it's gonna get Sparks' attention. Sausage rolls? I'm not forgetting. Sausage rolls was the plot point of Golden Corral video game, right? Also, if you without any sort of like context, it just sounds like I'm a crazy person. It sounds like I'm a crazy person. Y'all remember the Golden Corral video game? That was over a year ago, by the way. That was August of last year. Yeah. Shadowlands says, I don't know. Even with context, this isn't great. One day. What, are you trying to...
Yeah, he is.
Come over. One day, we'll do another... Without any context, it sounds like I'm a crazy person. It's the breakfast stream motto. Thank you, Jess. At some point, we'll do another one of those. I'm not sure exactly when. 13 months from Line Rider, which is kind of like a golden sub for Line Rider, because Line Rider also has 1s and 3s in their name. It works. 200 bits from Gamer Girl Life 2108. 300 bits from Digital Nugget says, I thought the same about the first to fall, but it was actually the 22nd. Also, if you believe in the predictions of persimmons, we got spoon seeds, meaning snow. Well, snow starts for people, I mean, roundabouts this time. Like, there's places that get snow in,
some places.
Like, late September, early October?
Like, mountaintops.
Okay. Sorry, you have to understand, living in this area my entire life, like, I don't know... I just know that sometimes it is cold.
I mean, I remember trick-or-treating in snow gear one year as a kid. And that's not for like another month.
Okay. So by the end of October...
I mean,
snow place is gonna snow.
But in Wisconsin, November was normal. Because our Christmas parade was the Tuesday before Thanksgiving. And there were years it was nice. Mm-hmm. There were years it was freezing.
I mean, for us, like, and you know now because you've lived here for so long, like, January. Yeah. January and February are cold. Yeah. And, like, they're genuinely cold. Like, even the normal people would agree that it's cold here.
It's the humidity that's still in the air. It, like, cuts through you. It's really strange. And you're like, oh, these people down here, they're crazy. But, like, it really eats through your body quicker than it does in other places.
Yeah. It gets cold. Especially you get some nights that drop really, really low. But that, again, that's January and February, and that's like no other time. Like, maybe near the end of December it'll be kind of cold. But we've also had Christmas Day be 80 degrees, so your mileage may vary. Also, I'm in favor of 80-degree Christmases. Every year, if possible. 23 months from Akira Dre. 16 months from Opal Siren. 6 months from Apollonius. You got 500 bits from Radio Dredge, who says, just want to see what clown I get. Like blindly reaching into a candy bag. But there are clowns.
I believe it was the bloop, bloop, bloop.
I think that's I think that is the premise of Stephen King's It. Is reaching into a candy bag. But there are clowns. What am I gonna get? Oh, it's a clown. Also, how horrifying. 35 months. Yeah, Renee says, do not reach into... Renee, we all float down here. 35 months from Dark Overlord. Sparks gifted a sub to Bond Double Fat. That's Roland. Armored Frog gifted a sub to Grub Daddy. Oh. 35 months from Dovey, from Sephiroth 1204. Near as a hair to 3 years. 34 months from Cassie. 300 bits from Digital Nugget says, Branana bread sounds nice, but I've never heard of it before. Maybe Mal knows how to make it. You make me some Branana bread?
Is it bran and bananas and bread?
That wouldn't be so bad.
No, that would be fine.
That would be fine. Little more
fiber.
A little more fiber. Mm-hmm. Who couldn't use a little more fiber? I mean, not me.
You.
I don't need any more fiber, but most people. Most people. I need anti-fiber. Remove the fiber from my body, please. 2033 bits from Incarnado. I think Piggy got into my TV, as it's not turning on despite acting like it's on. At least we have older TVs in the basement.
Do you know what I did yesterday that reminds me of that?
What's that? When
the power went out, I walked into the studio and tried to turn on the light switch.
And
I was like, I gotta see where the power button is to turn off the power supply because it's beeping.
Yeah, that's just like second nature, though.
Yeah.
That's just it's my brain. That's actually when the power went, I started to like head towards the stairs to come upstairs and turn things off, and then my brain was like, "You're not gonna have any lights, and it's dark up here."
Yeah, it is.
Like because I keep blackout
I could
curtains.
open my curtain. You can't open your curtains. I don't.
Yeah, my curtains are bolted down, so it's really dark in here, and I grabbed my phone so I would have the flashlight, and then I was able to turn things off. We lost power yesterday. It was fine. It just went out for a bit. They've been doing a lot of construction, like a lot of construction nearby, and
we wonder if that was it.
I kind of wonder.
But it flashed a couple times overnight.
Yeah.
Do you think they were doing construction at night?
They could have been.
They could have been.
They
do a lot down here sometimes.
Yeah, we had we were falling asleep the night before last, and there was a power flash. Like everything was off, but like we heard everything like beep and then like turn off and come back on, and I was like, ugh.
It happened twice.
Yeah, and then when we woke up in the morning, everything, and you can tell really quickly when the power goes off here because we have so many uninterrupted power supplies in the house that they all just start beeping. It's like a chorus. And then it's like, okay, and then you have to go turn things off because otherwise your computers are going to just shut down. So we're like, Mal goes to the studio and I come upstairs. We have flashlights and we're like trying to get everything shut off. It's awful, but it wasn't off for too long.
Yeah.
We actually got some extra sleep yesterday because of it, because we get a text from the power company and it's like, hey, it's going to be like 2 hours. And I was like, might as well go back to bed. What the crap are we supposed to do? I mean, you can't work. You can't watch TV. You can't open the fridge because you don't want anything in the fridge to go bad. So you're just like, that's just 2 hours free sleep. Vegamod said, did Scoop God go off? Yeah, Scoop God fortunately has a backup battery. So it runs off of electric until the power goes out. It's a really nice feature because if you're traveling and you're relying on that to feed your pet, if the power flashes or the power goes out or anything, still feed them.
Yep.
God is battery powered. Bless. God has multiple forms of power. Electric.
Battery.
And
Solar.
Battery. I bet the higher models of God have solar. I'm not sure how they do. You have to sit them in the sun.
Wave energy.
Wave energy?
Yeah. So you have, like, you know how oil rigs look?
Yeah.
Now imagine, like, a float in the middle of it.
Oh, you mean literal, like,
Like, you can harvest the wave energy.
Oh, I'm familiar with that,
Okay.
yeah. But I was thinking, how does that work in our kitchen?
I was just thinking gods.
Like, my
Not
brain was...
necessarily cat feeders.
When you said that, I was thinking... Like, I understand about how that works, but I was trying to put it into perspective of, like, the kitchen. I was like, how would you get wave energy?
I wasn't thinking about feeders.
Like, if you lived in a water park and you put the feeder next to... What are those things where the water just...
The beach?
No. Well, yeah, but the one in the theme park. The one in the...
A wave pool?
Wave pool, yeah. If for some reason your home was a water park...
And you had a wave pool.
Is your feeder running off of wave energy localized entirely in your kitchen?
Yes. Can I see?
God, I haven't been to a water park in forever.
Maybe someday we'll go to Noah's Ark.
Is that in Wisconsin?
It's in Wisconsin Dells.
Okay.
I almost drove you through there because you've never been through there, and I wanted you to see how there's a million billboards like there are here. And they're advertising like Tommy Bartlett's water show and all the water parks.
I mean, that would be fun. That would be fun. I would like that. I actually I don't mind water parks. I don't love. I tell you though, I don't love the big slides Like if I go to a water park, I'm more into like lazy river, wave pool sort of thing. The ones with the big, because we have a bunch of water parks in Myrtle Beach. The ones with
2.
like
Wisconsin Dells has like 5.
we have more than 2.
No, we don't.
We have more
It's
than 2.
Wild Water and Wheels and the other one. The one by Coastal Grand.
We have another one.
No, we don't.
This is not important.
Anyway,
What was I saying?
you were talking about how it's been a long time since.
No, I was
and
talking
you
about
don't
the
like
dark
big
ones.
Oh, those are my favorite.
No.
Yeah.
No. We have one at Myrtle Waves. That's the other one. We have one at Myrtle Waves, and I don't remember what it was called, but they had one that was like scary.
Was it like a raft one or like?
No. It was a dark tube. It was a dark tube. NDL momentarily. It was a dark tube, and it had a name. Like they're all just tubes, right? What? A water park. It's not a big truck. It's a series of tubes. A little something out there for like 6 people. So you got these big tubes, but this one had a name because it was scary.
They were all named.
As soon as it says black hole, and I bet you anything, it was probably called black hole.
Your dad named the 2.
I think there's a third
Backing
one.
me up.
I think there's a third one. That part is irrelevant to everything. Anyway, so they had like the black hole, and I rode that once, and it was awful.
Because you don't know which way it's gonna throw you.
It's completely dark. Like, because some of these have like the light.
I know.
This one is completely dark, and I was like, all right, let's do this. So they're like, lay down, fly on your back. It's like, all right. And the thing is, I'm big. I was big even. Yeah, it was Myrtle
You've
Waves.
always been big.
I've always been big. And like, I have, I have long limbs. I'm a long guy. So then I'm going down the thing, and like, as it does its turns, I'm like crashing into the side. And like, at one point, I'm like flipped upside down. So like, my face is like scraping the thing, and there's water there, so I'm like mildly drowning. It's the most horrifying thing, and it's completely pitch black, so you have no idea where you're going. It was awful. I rode it one time, and I was like, I don't want to do this.
See,
mildly drowning.
Noah's Ark had a raft one, like one of the big circle raft ones where you'd put like 6 people. And it was totally dark. And it was just straight though. It didn't do any curves. This is the one at Noah's Ark I remember. It's called the Point of No Return. And it's like almost straight down.
I hate that. I don't even like the look of that. So Vagabond says it's called Night Flight. I believe that it's been renamed. Because I think it was called Black Hole. I don't remember Night Flight. But also Myrtle Waves has been around for so long
Yeah, it has.
that I guarantee you the rides have been renamed probably several times. Yeah, it's God, it is frightening. And it's true. I really don't love water in the first place. But I'm not going to drown in a tube.
Renee says, but even that can be dangerous. Those tubes, my butt falls through. The one I'm talking about had like a flat bottom. It was like a raft you'd go down a river on. But there was a water park up in Plover, Wisconsin, and it had like this U-shaped thing, and you'd go down and you'd kind of go back and forth for a while, and then you'd slow down at the bottom, and then you'd get out. And that was like a figure 8 shaped tube, and it had the holes in it, and you would just kind of like lay on top. But I had my butt too far down, and when we went down that first hill, I hit the bottom, and I had like matching bruises on my lower back. It was real bad. A lot of people got hurt on that.
Some of the water park stuff, you almost wonder if it's been tested.
Have you seen the knot? It's like 3 tubes that you would go down with your body, and it's like they're all twisted, and then it spins. So like you're at the bottom, and then it spins, and I think it's in Vegas.
Was it a water park that we watched that video on where the people died?
Yeah.
Or was like some crazy slide and like the engineers.
Yeah.
They made it, but the what they made was not the same blueprints that they had or something. Like, the ones that were tested was a different set of blueprints. I forget which one it was.
It might have been Action Park.
I think this was a different one, actually.
But Steven's talking about a specific ride.
It was a ride. I don't remember where this.
And I don't think it was at Action Park.
Yeah, I think this was a different thing.
This is what I'm talking about.
I don't even like to look at that.
It wasn't the loop-de-loop one. It was on a raft. I don't remember more. The
whole. Yeah, I think it got decapitated on it. Keep it light, Steven. Keep it light. Good morning, everyone. Anyway, as soon as I saw beheaded, I was like, "That's it. That's the one. That's the one." Anyway, back to alerts. See, sometimes you get off on tangents, and you just need something to just really just get you back on track. That's it.
Finish your alerts.
That was my wake up call. An anonymous gifter gifted a sub to Emateria. Thank you, anonymous. 300 Bits from Rainbow says, I remember for the longest time my brother's favorite restaurant was Subway, to the point that his phone lock screen was a Subway sandwich. That is a level of dedication that I think has probably never been previously seen in any patron to Subway. I don't think I've ever liked any restaurant enough to put it as my lock screen. Maybe a donut. That would be fine. Certainly not Subway.
You know what?
But they have the good deals.
I miss Cousins.
Well, they still exist. They're just not around here.
I know.
Sparks says, my lock screen is not sausage rolls. Sparks, I challenge you. One day, 24 hours, make it sausage rolls. You got nothing to lose. Then you can go back. Then you can say you've done it. I think it's appropriate. 500 Bits from Digital Nugget says, Mal, you're a literal genius. Praise be Banana Bread Queen. If you make me some.
Banana bread?
Banana.
I don't have any bran.
Spark says, check image dump later. Alright. I mean, it does work, though, because it does add the fiber, so, like,
yeah.
It's not really... It's better than most of the things Tiny Eddie comes up with. Bless his soul. 300 Bits and Prince. Hoping Roulette will bless me once again this year, as it had blessed me with landing on Pikmin 2 twice in a row that GameCube year. To Pikmin! It's totally possible. Totally possible. Also, you have by having 2 Pikmin titles on the Wii, that just doubles the odds of landing on a Pikmin title in Roulette. God, what? Oh man, what series has the most titles on Wii? Because they're getting a lot of. We don't have. I don't think we have Just Dance in Roulette. We take out all the music games because we really should not play them.
Yeah.
So those aren't in Roulette. So I'm trying to think of what non-music games have the most. Lego is a good one. There's a lot of Lego games. Upwards of 10 probably.
There's 11 here, but I feel like there's one where it's something Lego, but that would be somewhere else.
There's 11. Wow. Okay. Yeah, there's 11 Lego games, and that might be it.
Do you know there's 3 M&M games?
It's definitely not Pets. There are quite a few Pets games, but there's not more than like 4 or 5. Having 11 is a lot. So.
Cool.
Do you have Lego Titanic? Did you know that was my joke? Did you know I wrote that for the sketch? It was a good one. I like that one. 12 months from Colton KP. That's a year. We're getting through these alerts, I promise. 300 Bits from VHow, who says, Tommy Bartlett's Wather Show actually closed forever earlier this year.
I heard about that.
It was sad. I used to know the kids involved in the unicycle part of the show. Oh, that's neat. I guess I'll never get to see it.
No.
Maybe
it was a water show.
What is a water show? Is that
like water skiing? And they go off ramps and do like pyramids
So does
and
it
come
take-
by on
does it-
pyramids.
Does it take place like on a lake?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think it's Lake Delavan. I don't remember.
that's
the
neat.
name of the lake. I just remember
How
going
does
through
that
the dells.
work?
What?
How does it work if you want to do a water show and you need a lake? Because you don't own the lake. How do
There's
you
a
get
place
the...
on the Wolf River in Wisconsin that has a water show. And they have like a property that like a lot they bought on the river and they just put like stands.
Okay. Make your own. I mean, yeah, if it's a lake that you make, can you rent the lake? That's the thing, because like a lake is a body of water
Yeah.
that is owned by not an individual.
I don't know
generally.
how they used to do it at
So I'm
Tommy
not really
Bartlett
sure how it
because
works.
I went as a kid. But like on the Wolf River, which is the one I remember better, people are going by in the background.
Yeah.
But when you see like water skiers, normally the other boats aren't going to come near because it's someone on a skis.
Yeah. I mean, I'm just thinking like there would be nothing technically preventing anyone from being a part of the water show at any
Correct.
time, because like if the lake is a public thing, they could just like they could just take the ramp and be like, yeah, now I'm part of the water show. Anyway, where were we? 300 bits from Adrian, who says, fun, ? Wave pool story. I was at a wave pool. Only things I remember are a massive wave and then waking up by the side of the pool. My brain decided to fill the middle with a cartoonish image of me being knocked into the air by said wave. Yeah, I don't know if that's fun. I mean, fun in hindsight. Fun in hindsight. Probably scary at the moment. Although I guess if you don't really remember the middle, then it's probably fine. It's probably fine. If you have a bit of an accident and then you wake up and you don't remember the accident part of the accident, then I guess it's like fine. As long as there's no long-term damage. Digital Nugget gifted a sub to Purple Pollo. We get 300 bits from Platinum Pikachu. Who says, yesterday was a good day. It was my grandma's 90th birthday, and it felt great to be able to have a proper celebration. A nice meal with some of her neighbors. Aw, well that's nice. Congrats to your grandma. 90 is that's nothing to shake a stick at. That's high. What your grandma is just a little bit older than that. 92?
2, maybe 3.
She's not like mid-90s yet, right?
No.
Yeah.
I gotta call her and help her update her iPad.
Oh, because of iOS 15?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
You can do that.
Yeah.
Hopefully she's been continuing to
Use it.
yeah, use it and enjoy it. Got 1,000 bits from Vinny, who says, yesterday was a not so great day. One of my cats, this one named Sam, passed away yesterday morning. I didn't really have time to process right away because I was running late to my appointment for my first jab, and honestly it still doesn't feel real. She was 10 years old in a few months, and I'm gonna miss her a lot. Vinny, I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
I can really relate to the feeling of not being able to feel like it's real. That is a feeling that I definitely relate to, especially for the first. I mean, it to an extent for a while, but especially for like the first 2 weeks, I think.
Yeah.
For the first 2 weeks after Sagan was gone, it really felt like certainly you were going to run into him. You know what I mean? I mean, certainly you were going to...
Yeah. He was going to be there.
He was somewhere around here, you know. It's very difficult, especially whenever you've lived with another person, another creature for that long. It's just they're so ingrained in a part of your life that you accept that they're just kind of always there, and whenever that is gone, it just kind of it's difficult.
Yeah.
As we say to everyone that experiences any sort of loss or death here, make sure you allow yourself time to grieve, and to really embrace that aspect of embrace the mourning part of the grieving process, because it's rough. It's extremely rough. And I wish you well in working through this, because it's hard as hell. I just tweeted like last night or 2 nights ago.
2 nights ago?
I had been thinking about Segen and how one of the weirder parts of loss is that you continue to compare the date of the loss with other dates. And, you know, we're 18 months on from when Sagan passed away, and it still happens. So, like, if I see something... He passed away on February 20th. So if I see something for February 20th for a different year, I'm like, oh, man, there's only so many years until, you know, that we had left. Or even if it's a few days before, a few days after, if I'm looking at old stuff, I'll be like, you know, we only had 2 weeks left with Sagan. We didn't even know, because it, you know, happened so suddenly. So, it's a lot. Humanity is a lot. There's so many different things that you have to, you know, go through.
I was thinking about him last night, because I used to say baby Sagan.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh yeah, I used to say that to him.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Again, good vibes, because it's hard. It's just really hard. We also have 33 months from Ian Thay, getting up there to 36. And I also saw that some people were saying that Dan got the PS5.
Yeah.
Let me see. He got it. Neat. Man, they got the little things on the box, and it's like 8K, 4K, 120.
Adrian says, I think I missed the discussion earlier. Did we get one? No, Dan got one. Dan and Roland went out.
Dan and Roland. Because I had heard last night that Dan went to bed. Like, we were playing
Unite.
We were playing Pokemon Unite last night, and it was like 9:30, and it was like, Dan went to bed. And I was like, Dan went to bed at 9:30? And it was like, oh, he's got an adventure tomorrow, and I didn't know what that adventure was. But apparently it was waking up super early to go stand in line at Best Buy for a PS5. So, him and Roland got PS5s. And that's exciting.
Yeah.
That's exciting. The updates, I won't talk about Unite super long, but very briefly, the updates are super fun. And this goes for any competitive, like esports game. It's interesting how much a game can change when it gets tweaked. It almost becomes a new game. Like it's crazy, because after you've played ranked for so long, there is a specific meta to the game where people are using very specific characters. So you're used to seeing these characters, and overnight tweaks are made, and all of a sudden it's like, oh, this is now really good. So Dan, get some sleep. We'll see you at lunch. Venusaur is viable now, which is crazy. I've always loved him, but in team comps, he's not favored, and now he's extremely good. He's extremely good. For folks that aren't too familiar with the game, there's different move sets that you can take for each Pokemon when you're playing the game, and so you basically either do moveset A or B. And for Venusaur specifically, moveset A is something that people didn't really use. Like, it's Pedal Dance, which makes Venusaur go real fast, but it doesn't really put out a lot of damage. So everyone used moveset B, which was Solar Beam. That's what I like to use. And they boosted Pedal Dance a lot, to the point where it's finally viable. And we actually played a few matches last night.
And you got to be Venusaur.
I got to be Venusaur, and I was running Pedal Dance, and it was wild. Like, Pedal Dance got buffed, and Giga Drain got buffed. So now what you do is when there's team fights, Venusaur can just run into the center and just start sucking up all of everyone's HP with a Giga Drain. It keeps him alive, and he's got area of effect around him, so, like, it just keeps like, you're just in the middle of the fight. It's kind of insane. Like, I was picking up remarkable amounts of kills and assists. I was MVP with Venusaur multiple times. So if you liked Pedal Dance, and when I first started playing, that's what I used, because I love the mobility. Holy crap. It turns Venusaur into the fastest character on the team, which is weird. But, it was actually a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun. And I don't know how long that'll all be like it is. And honestly, here's the thing, it doesn't actually even feel overpowered, really. It doesn't really feel overpowered. It feels like what it should have always been. Because Solar Beam was always really good, but Pedal Dance sort of sucked. And now they finally changed it where it's like, okay, now you could play this and it works. So, yeah. I still like Lucario because warping with the Bone Rush is fun.
Yeah.
But it's really cool to hit Pedal Dance and just run like a madman and no one can catch you. Anyway, that's the update about the update. I played a little bit last night and I enjoyed it. I actually, since I'm the one on the team that can use Lucario, I might actually let Brandon use
Chaz
Venusaur.
told me to start learning Lucario.
For you? Oh, okay. I was going to say Brandon could use Venusaur.
Yeah, that too.
And I could use Lucario. Because Lucario's a little if you're using extreme speed, it's a little complicated. But they're both fun. They're both fun. Thomas says, am I still Egg?
You will always be Egg.
Always be Blissey DeVito. 17 months from Toon 9822 and also 500 bits.
I did ask Chaz. Chaz says, you say told like I'm assigning orders. I was like, who should I learn? And Chaz was like, Lucario.
Chaz is our team leader. Chaz is playing coy, but like if Chaz told us to do something, like we would do it.
Yeah.
Chaz says jump, we say how high. It's been working out pretty well, so I'm just going to continue to do that. 500 bits from Toon who says, Venusaur's meta now? I'm also really loving Cram. I'd highly recommend trying him while he's in free rotation. The only person... Well, I guess Haley has played a little bit of Cramorant.
Yeah.
Tom
plays Cram.
Fox likes using Cram. Tom joins us for games occasionally, and he really likes Cramorant. But I'm fine with using Lucario. Lucario is fun. Venusaur is more on brand for me, but I don't care. Like, whatever. It's fine. Whatever. It's fun. It's fun to play the video game. Haven't hit Master yet, but I also learned that we have a month and a half, so there's time. All right, I got through alerts. It was easy. Only took a little bit. Only took an hour. Oh, ye of little faith! If I would have had cereal, I would have only been now pouring the milk. The milk would have been warm. Now we're going to talk a little bit about the Nintendo Direct. There's a Nintendo Direct in 8 hours. And folks want to know predictions?
I have no idea.
And I don't really have any.
This will be a short conversation.
Yeah, I actually agree. I'm mostly interested in other people's predictions. Mine are, we will almost certainly. Like, the only thing I feel like I could guarantee.
Hearing news about Breath of the Wild 2. Oh wait, they said only stuff coming out holiday season. That's not coming out then.
I mean, I was gonna say the only thing I feel like I can guarantee is the Smash character.
Yeah, that too.
Like they're gonna reveal the final Smash character. Like that's gonna happen. That's absolutely 100% gonna happen.
Becca says holding the fork is only one part of eating.
Part 1, Part 2, Part 3. So,
I was gonna hold the fork.
you already ate some of mine. I watched there was a big bite out of it. If you wanted some, You could have gotten yourself some.
I know.
Do you want some?
No, it's fine.
Beyond that, like, I have no idea.
Yeah.
They're going to touch on Metroid probably at least a little bit, because doesn't Metroid come out in October? Am I crazy? I think it does. Ardudo says not happening. They have until December. I think it's definitely not happening. There's a chance that they may not, because if they have until December, they have, I mean, really 3 months. September's almost over. But I would expect them to use today to announce it. But they might not. It's true. They might not. What are some things that you would want? I want the Switch Pro to exist.
Yeah.
That's what I want. I want the Switch Pro to exist. Because I would like it if the Switch was better.
I'd like it if they put Earthbound and Earthbound Beginnings on the Virtual Console thing.
There's a lot of rumors right now.
Coffee!
Not about Earthbound, but about N64 games. There's a lot of rumors about N64 games coming to Switch Online. And that seems reasonable. That seems totally reasonable. So, Bazuna says, since they released the OLED model so recently, it would be a bit before Switch Pro. I agree. I agree. I'm just talking about things that I would like. Things I would like. I would like a new Switch. I would like the Switch to be more powerful, to run games that ran at 30 FPS at 60 FPS. So that's one big thing. Almost certainly what's going to happen is that there will be a Switch Pro, and it'll probably release with Breath of the Wild 2.
Yeah.
I can just about guarantee you that that's what they're going to do. But we have a while on that, because we have a while until Breath of the Wild 2.
Uh-huh.
I'd love to see anything, like the Nintendo Switch Online collection of games is so poor compared to what it could be. Like, the fact that it's worse than the Wii's Virtual Console is just, it's insane. Nintendo could be raking money in hand over fist if they would treat their collections like a Netflix thing. You know, like if it was like Nintendo games from all these eras, and it was this, they could charge more. Because they're charging, what is it, $20 a year?
Yeah.
They could absolutely, if they had a good collection of games across more systems, and were very regularly releasing even more stuff, they could absolutely charge more money. Because $20 a year, for what it is right now, is a pretty fair price, but what it could be, they could charge more. Otherwise, please release Earthbound. Let more people be able to play Earthbound. And I also saw this whole conversation. I mean, it's fair. It's fair. I also saw some people talking about they should make a new Mario Kart, and I'm like, it would be, if they did, that'd be exciting, because like, I love Mario Kart. I'd play it, but like, that hasn't crossed my mind at all.
I don't know what they can do more than other karts and stuff for like how 8 is. Like, what would be the new gimmick?
There's a new gimmick every game.
Yeah.
You know, so the anti-grav thing was 8.
Yeah.
So it'd have to be another gimmick. But
7
I don't know. I
had
don't think we're getting Mario. I feel like it's too early for that. And I know that we're basically operating off of a port.
Yeah.
From the Wii U, but like, I don't know. I don't think that's one of those things. Like, once the Switch Pro comes out, once there's another era of games, then maybe. But like, it's this soon? Nah, I don't think so. I don't think it's gonna happen. Double Dash 2.
I liked Double Dash. Mario Boat. That's not a bad idea.
That's called Wave Race.
But it's not Mario. Mario Wave Race.
There hasn't been a wave race since the GameCube one, right? So, like, about time for that.
Did you ever play the one in the arcade that was like the jet ski? Like it was an actual jet ski you basically sat on and it moved?
Hydro Thunder?
Is that what that was? I remember playing that a lot. It was fun.
I mean, there's multiple ones, but Hydro Thunder is, let me find a picture of the arcade version. Wait, Hydro Thunder has a steering wheel. What? Okay, not Hydro Thunder then. Arctic Thunder.
Is that it?
I don't know.
I could have swore it was yellow.
Ultimate Arctic
No,
Thunder.
that's not the one I'm thinking of.
There's multiples of
Because
these.
it had like the foot rails like an actual jet ski.
I'd be down for Diddy Kong Racing remake. Just in general, though, and this is another one of those things where like Nintendo is not doing it, but gosh darn it, do it, screaming. There were so many games that have released onto the 3DS near the end of its lifespan, even while the Switch was, it existed, in order to kind of boost 3DS sales near the end of it. And I would love to see any of that stuff be ported to Switch. And actually what we're doing now is a good example. We're playing Luigi's Mansion on GameCube.
Yeah.
That game came out, that re-released onto 3DS just a few years ago. Put that stuff on Switch. Put Samus Returns on Switch. Put so many 3DS games on the Switch. You can do it. You can do it, so just do it. Just do it. I will buy them. I'll pay money for a video game. Donkey Kong Country Returns. If you want to play that on a home console, you have to play it on the Wii. That's like how many years ago? 15 years ago now that game came out or something? Just friggin' put it on the thing so I can play it. Because I want to. 3D Land. And that's a Mario game.
Shut up and take Steven's money. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not saying to make a 3D make Nintendo Switch Online 3DS and give the games as part of the thing. I'm saying package them individually and sell them. Sell them for money. There's a ton of people that haven't played these things and would buy them or or want to play them in HD. Well, I think that's happening. I think Banjo-Kazooie Remastered is real. I don't know when, but I think it's real. I think that's definitely happening at some point. Could be wrong. It's one of the reasons we've held off on playing it.
Yeah.
Because me and Mal were actually really wanted to stream it. And I keep finding excuses to do different games because I'm like, I feel almost certain that this has got to exist. Almost certainly. So, I just hope that I'm not years off. That would be unfortunate.
What else have I heard rumors of? I don't know.
There's a bunch, there's a bunch of things that could happen today.
Mm-hmm.
My general rule for Nintendo Directs is to go in expecting very little.
Yeah.
And, never disappointed.
There were Xenoblade 3 rumors last month. Rumors of new Donkey Kong games a while back.
Some of these are like real rumory,
Yeah.
extra rumorous rumors. Is that what this is? Link's Awakening GUI. These files are straight from Jules, by the way.
So,
Like, these are the MP3s.
this is Steven saying this is Jules' fault.
It is. It is Jules' fault. Actually, I am in the process... I don't know if I've talked about this before. I'm in the process of completely redoing our royalty-free music library, like all the metadata. I've been working on it for a while, and it's beautiful. It's not ready yet, but it's so, oh my god, it's great. Like, I'm adding thousands of songs. It's all like correctly labeled. And at some point it'll be on the stream box. So
Good.
yeah. And like, have I added Popsky stuff? I mean, so all that stuff is on the Mac, so it's getting included into vlogs, which is why sometimes you'll hear stuff on the vlog that you just haven't heard on stream. It's because the stream's library is not pulling from the same spot. So once I get that all done, I'll move it all to the stream box. And when it comes to the stream box, there's thousands of new songs. It's so much stuff. But right now, I'm still going through, still getting things set. I'm still working on pulling stuff from the audio library too, because there's a bunch of new stuff. So it's I've been working on it for months, and I'm still working on it. But at some point, that'll be ready. I've made a lot of progress recently too. So
I'm gonna finish up alerts for you. Digital Nuggets of 300-bit, and now a brief summary of the stream. Snow, Banana Bread, Tubes, Pokemon, Direct News. That's it. That's what's happened.
accurate.
Bigo26 Shen resubbed at 28 months. Thank you.
Mal so graciously offered to finish up alerts. There were 2.
You're welcome.
But I appreciate it. Thank you.
I really hurt my feet playing DDR the other day. Because it's been so long. The arch of my left foot is real painful.
I was blown away that you played DDR.
I know, I was too.
But you did.
Mm-hmm. And I had shoes on and everything.
Okay.
How was your banana bread?
I ate it in record time.
I made
It only took me 72 minutes.
I made bread the other day. I made naan.
Yeah.
I was real impressed with how easy it was and how nice the dough was to work with.
It came out really good.
Once I
It was really, really good.
got into kneading it, it was like Play-Doh. Like, it wasn't sticking to my hands, it wasn't sticking to the surface.
Mm-hmm.
It was a joy to work with.
Yeah, the food that we made last night was good too.
Yeah.
We made a really interesting soup.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try chicken
Meatball.
cannellini bean, spinach, orzo soup.
That wasn't the name from the recipe, but those were the 4 main ingredients.
It was a little different.
Yeah.
But like it was and he says that's stew.
It was quite thick.
It was pretty thick.
It could have probably used more broth.
Yeah, yeah, stew might have been a little more appropriate, but it was good.
Mm-hmm.
It was really good. I'm not someone that's ever really made chicken meatballs. Like, we've never done that.
Yeah.
And those are good.
Yeah, they turned out real good.
Like, they basically taste like fancy chicky nuggies. That's what they taste like. Also, no, we didn't bean. We got a bean. Yeah, we gotta make sure we bean.
We'll make them another time,
Bean.
just as meatballs, and we'll dip them in spicy ketchup.
Yeah. Yeah. Actually, pardon. We were sent in some fry sauce. And we could probably use it for fry sauce, too.
Yeah.
I bet that'd be good. I'm not sure. Yeah, it's on the vlog, so you'll see it. But it was really good. It was something very different.
We're making mushroom soup tonight.
It's a lot of soup.
I know.
And, like, it's fine. It's just we went from one soup to another. And we still have leftovers for the other soup.
I know. We're freezing some of them.
In what?
Good point. Maybe we could borrow Tupperware from your parents?
We're out of Tupperware.
Yeah.
We went to put our soup from last night away. And I was like, where's all the Tupperware? And I'm like...
Where is all our Tupperware?
It's in use. We have multiple things frozen in the freezer now.
Okay.
You can't magically get more Tupperware. I mean, you can't. You just go to the store and get some. But then you have more Tupperware than you need.
Yes. We'll just... Your parents have a lot.
Are
We'll
you
borrow
sure
some.
we should be making soup tonight?
We have to. The stuff's gonna go bad.
Okay. 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 That's fine. You could put it in bowls and cover it in plastic wrap.
We're freezing some of it, though.
Okay, yeah, you can't do that. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. We'll get it all figured out. It'll all be fine. We'll take care of it. There will be even more soup. Oh my god. And tomorrow's Friday.
Yes.
We're gonna have soup.
Yeah.
We're gonna have soup for the next
Yeah.
several days.
Yeah.
That's fine. Toastbuck says, there's such a thing as too much Tupperware. I mean, you do have to place to store it. You know, that's the problem. And man, kitchen sizes vary so much.
Our last place had such a big kitchen. This place does not.
Yeah. We've had to invent new kitchen space. That's why the coffee bar is there.
Yeah.
You know? That's why we bought that thing. It's just like there's not...
Oh, that reminds me of a Christmas gift idea you can get me.
A new kitchen? Because that doesn't make a lot of sense. Like, we're renting. I don't think we should remodel the kitchen here. We can't take that with us. That doesn't make a lot of sense. It's not a kitchen.
It's not a kitchen.
Oh, okay. You could freeze the soup in freezer bags. You could actually do that. That's not...
Yeah.
It's not impossible.
No.
It's a pretty good idea, actually. It'd also be real flat.
Yeah.
A little harder to rethaw.
No, you just put it in one of our big Tupperwares that we thaw stuff in.
Oh, yeah. I guess if you do that.
And then you open the bag and put it in a bowl.
Yeah. Okay, well, that's not a bad idea. Instead of trying to, like, acquire even more Tupperware.
Okay.
That's actually really good. Okay.
This song reminded me of,
Zoom?
Okage.
Oh.
There's an overworld music. This sounds like it.
Oh, I thought you were going to say it reminded you of the PBS show Zoom. It has vague Zoom vibes to me. Everyone remembers Zoom, if they remember Zoom. All right, let's wrap up and talk about what's happening today. Actually, we have some things to announce.
Yes, Vinny.
we got some things. First thing, we'll start with most recent, or like current to further away. First things first. Mario Galaxy, which wraps up next week. Can you believe it? Can you believe it? Crazy. So that's that. Other things.
Thomas would know the street address for Zoom.
Right to me, stickly. Is there anything else that's coming out today?
I don't know.
I think that's it for today. I'll try and get some vlogs out today too. We should be caught up in another day or two, without any problems. Okay, that's it for today then. I don't think Extra Life's changed. I don't think I've gotten anything about that.
Tomorrow is streaming.
I'll check, but I don't think I have.
What have we been playing? Luigi's Mansion.
Wow. Oh, there's been a few more things
Chess
come
says,
in.
no updates.
Yeah. Yeah, there's been a few more donations come in, but no upsets. So I'm not going to bother updating for that. Right now, Wii Sports is still in the lead.
Yeah.
Tomorrow night, we continue playing
Luigi's Mansion.
Luigi's Mansion. And we're not going to be playing that very long because it's a pretty short game, so do stop by. It's been fun.
Yeah.
That's tomorrow night at 8 p.m. Eastern. And then, and this is a pretty big change, mark your calendars because Saturday we are doing a stream. Saturday at 1 p.m. Eastern, courtesy of Nintendo, we are going to be playing the new Sonic Colors port on the Switch. Nintendo was like, hey, you want to try out that Sonic game? And I was like, yeah. And they're like, okay. And that was it. That was the whole conversation. So, yeah. Yeah. I've heard it's got some patches. We'll find out live. So we're gonna take a look at that on Saturday. I never played Sonic Colors whenever it
I've never played it.
Whenever it came out, but it reviewed well when it came out. Like it's one of those Sonic games that is the good one, and as opposed to some of the Sonic games that we go. So yeah, people have really liked Sonic Colors. So this is just a port of that. I think it's originally a Wii game, right? It's in the S's. I can't see the S's. I think it was originally a Wii game. Pretty sure. Wii and NDS. Okay. Yeah, it's a Wii game. You can stop looking. It's over there.
There it is. Yeah.
Anyway, I've never played it, so we're gonna play it. 500 bits from Tunes. The Sonic Colors Ultimate is an experience. The one on the Wii is so much better. Good luck. I'd put the Switch version next to Sonic 06. Hey, we'll find out together. Nintendo was like, do you want to play this? They're like, we'll also buy you chili dogs. And I was like, sure. Okay. So that's happening Saturday. So it's going to be an experience. That's at 1 p.m. 1 p.m. Eastern. So we'll find out. Find out what it's like.
What comes out on Saturday for Steven and Friends?
Dan doesn't have it done yet, so
okay.
We'll see. I know what's supposed to come out, but I'm waiting to see. We have some backup material in case it doesn't get done. We can release something else. But we'll talk about that. I'll mention it tomorrow on stream
if you know.
If I know.
Okay.
Yeah. So it'll be a really chill stream on Saturday, and it will be probably pretty short. Probably like 2 hours. Maybe a little bit longer. But the first part of it will just be like chatting and eating chili dogs. and like, it's been a while since I had a chili dog. All right, sounds good. And that's it?
Yeah, that's it.
I think that's it. And also, that may not be the last Saturday stream. There's just a lot happening. So, but we gotta take it 1 week at a time.
Yeah.
But yeah, this Saturday we are gonna be trying out. So if you've been curious about this, because certainly there's been information and stuff about it on the internet, and I've seen it too. We'll find out together. So it'll be a learning experience for both. I'm hopeful that the things are adequately patched, and we'll see what happens. Gotta go fast. And that's it.
That's it.
That's it. Thanks for being here. I hope y'all have a wonderful Thursday. I'm gonna go I'm gonna maybe try to get just a thing or two done, and then lunch, and then that direct.
Yeah.
Later on in the day.
Mm-hmm.
Later on in the day. We'll all keep our fingers crossed. We could talk. At the beginning of tomorrow night's stream about the direct and see how it went.
Yeah.
Hey, could be something really cool today. Set your expectations much lower, but it could be something really cool. You never know. You never know.
Dive into satisfaction with Tiny Eddie's Fuchsia Smart Balls.
Ah, yes. Fuchsia Smart Balls. Snack of champions. 1,000 bits from Grobobly. Tiny Eddie, I need a snack to eat while watching the direct later today. Well, you can't go wrong with the Fuchsia Smart Balls.
Are they the flower or the color?
Yes.
Okay.
The answer is yes. Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Yes! Anyway, on that note, I think the most appropriate thing would probably... Oh, hold on, one more.
The treat everyone wants most, Tiny Eddie's Scarlet Zesty Twins.
Tiny Eddie, what can I have for breakfast since I haven't eaten yet? Scarlet Zesty Twins. Scarlet, like the leather. Zesty like the twins. Why are y'all sending these in when the show's over? That's not oh god.
The treat everyone wants most, Tiny Eddie's Pickled Hazelnut Polyester Mini Bars.
Pickled hazelnut polyester mini bars.
Polyester is a misnomer. It's just what it's wrapped in. They're not made with polyester. The packaging is polyester, which is a little odd, but it's just fancy packaging. They're mini bars and they're pickled hazelnut. It's 1,000 from Aldo. You can't end the stream if we flood you with snacks. You're not technically wrong, but I am going to be ending the stream now. Thank you all so much for being here this morning. And, oh, I had a dome. Now I gotta scroll up and find the dome. Where was the dome? Hold on. Oh my god, it's too far away. I'm still looking. I had one, and I don't remember what it... Oh, there it is. Yeah, okay, I was gonna go with... Banana Bread Dome! That one's good. That one's really good. Alright, see y'all tomorrow night, 8 p.m. Eastern. A little bit earlier than that. For the continuation of Luigi's Mansion. Burp, 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 burp.